More crime off campus.
And students honor fallen Buckeyes.
All that and more on Buckeye News Now. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ritika Shah.
And I'm Ariana Bernard. You're watching Buckeye News Now.
Columbus police were dispatched to the Marathon gas station at 11th Avenue and Summit Street Monday night. 21-year-old Michaela Woods was found in the gas station parking lot in critical condition after being shot in her own residence. Woods was then taken to the Wexner Medical Center where she was in stable condition earlier this week. Woods is no longer registered in the medical center's directory, and the Columbus Division of Police have not yet responded to multiple requests for comment. At this time, there is no suspect in custody. Anyone with information on this crime should call the Columbus Police Assault Unit at 645-4044 or the Central Ohio Crime Stoppers at 645-TIPS.
The Ohio State community came together this week to remember 15 students who died during this school year. A memorial service was held Tuesday in the Ohio Union where family and friends were able to reflect on the community's loss. Lantern TV reporters Gina Hopton and Amanda Vaughn spent some time at Ohio State's 10th service of remembrance and bring you more on this story.
On Tuesday, April 7th, friends, family, faculty, and students gathered together in the Union's Great Hall to celebrate and remember the lives of Ohio State students that were lost this school year.
We decided to sponsor this event because our office manages the university's response to any kind of a student crisis or student death, and so we get the opportunity to work with families, to work with impacted students, and is sort of the overarching office in student life that is sort of the student central, ones who really address the outside the classroom student issues.
The memorial service was held as a way to bring the OSU community together to remember the fallen Buckeyes.
We really wanted this to be an opportunity for the community to come together, remember our students who've passed away, reflect on the loss of our community and their passing, but also to kind of celebrate life and have it serve as a reminder that we're all Buckeyes, and we're so appreciative for so many people supporting the event. President Drake, Dr. J, the Office of Parent and Family Relations, the Ohio Union, and the University Interfaith Association.
Reporting for Lantern TV, I'm Gina Hopton.
10 TV sports anchor Dom Tiberi lost his daughter Maria in a distracted driving incident in September of 2013. Over the past year, Tiberi has spoken at 38 Central Ohio schools to a total of 26,000 kids as part of an awareness program called Maria's Message. The program is meant to help young adults understand the dangers of distracted driving. Tiberi made an appearance at Ohio State on Wednesday to share Maria's message in an event hosted by Share the Road Initiative.
Well, you know, everyone says if you save one kid, and I always say, no, I want to save them all. And, you know, it is an epidemic in this country. We're losing too many young people, and we're losing the youngest and our brightest. It's an epidemic, and I just hope they think. And it's a split second, you know, sending that text. Is it really that important? You know, eating, it's putting makeup on it. So many different things that can take your mind off what truly an automobile is about, just getting from point A to point B. And such tragedies, you know, parents aren't built for this.
Secretary of Veterans Affairs Robert McDonald visited campus on Wednesday. McDonald spent the day at some of Ohio State's facilities and programs for veteran and military students. After a presentation on the Department of Veterans Affairs at Drinko Hall, McDonald spoke to Lantern TV.
We need to do a better job making veterans aware of the benefits that they've earned through their military service, and that's why the role that the Ohio State Veterans Office plays is so critical, because they can contact veterans in a much more personal way, a much more intimate way than we ever could from the federal government.
It's been a wet week here at Ohio State, but the rain isn't going to let up anytime soon.
Lantern TV meteorologist Russell Bird is in studio to track this severe weather for you. Russell, how long will all this rain and wind stick around?
Well, Ritika, unfortunately, yes, we are going to see some of those thunderstorms linger on through. Maybe a break here or two in the afternoon, but in the evening, we're going to see some thunderstorms, potential for some strong or severe storms. So pay attention to the National Weather Service. Make sure you listen for any warnings or watches. We already have a flood watch in the greater Columbus area, so stay tuned for that. High is 74 degrees, though, so it's going to be pretty mild today, and a little bit calmer winds around 9 miles per hour, so nothing crazy there. Tomorrow, we're going to keep those storms cooling down to 62 degrees and a low of 42 for the following morning. So pretty mild conditions at least, though, but we're going to keep those storms. On Saturday, we're going to have some sunshine through. It's going to be a high of 60, so cooling down a little bit, but a great weekend to go outside. Temperatures are going to briefly drop, though, for this weekend, and then they're going to start rising up. High of 64 on Sunday. Great weekend to go outside, go on the oval, have a great time. It's going to be dry, fortunately, but on Monday, we're going to have some storms peek on through again. Likely chance of some thunderstorms then as well, but warming back up to 69 degrees, so it's going to be at least warm. It is here. Spring is here to stay, for sure. Back to you guys in the studio.
Meal plans take a new turn.
And Greek Week kicks off at Ohio State.
Stay with us.
There's less than 2 weeks left before the spring football game, but Ohio State players have long been preparing. Here's what some of the coaching staff had to say at today's press conference about their spring preparations.
When you have a guy walking down the street and he's doing pass rush move, you know you got inside his head. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's kind of neat because he knows he's thinking it. I mean, he'll walk past me and hit a pass rush move. So good, Joe. That's it.
If we see any other D linemen walking around the streets, they'll just be flipping their hips and using their hands on people walking down the sidewalk or walls and everything. So it's pretty much in your mind 24/7. So you're always working it.
The second candidate for the Ohio State Marching Band Director position visited a campus this week. According to an email sent to band members from Scott Jones, Associate Director of University Bands, Barry Hauser, who currently serves as Director of the Marching Illini and Athletic Bands at the University of Illinois, went through extensive interviews, auditions, and conversations during his time here on campus. Hauser is the second of 2 finalists being considered for the band director position. The other finalist, Corey Sperlin, Associate Director of Bands, Marching Band Director, and Associate Professor of Music at Auburn University, was on campus last week for a similar visit.
800,000 students. That's how many people will be taking a campus climate survey across the country. The survey is meant to help 27 universities get feedback on sexual violence prevention strategies and services. In a Monday email, Ohio State President Michael Drake introduced this survey to the OSU community. This year, undergraduate student government also focused on preventing sexual assault and was able to help create 5 questions on this survey.
As students take the survey, they realize, oh, these are a lot of resources that I don't know about. Hopefully they'll go and check those out, or in answering the questions about have they been sexually assaulted, or do they know friends who have been, and answering questions about those experiences that they may have had or that close friends may have had, then they realize how prevalent this issue is and how important it is to be aware of it and to be educated about it.
Ohio State's student meal plan will see major changes beginning in the fall of 2015. Blocks will no longer exist in the new plan and are being replaced by a program anchored by weekly traditional visits. There are a total of 5 plans for students to choose from, and the number of traditional visits each week will differ from plan to plan. Visits can be exchanged for $5 each at any non-traditional campus dining location. Dining dollars are another new feature, and when used, students will receive a 10% discount. Undergraduate student government was part of the process to design the new meal plan, and here's how they will continue to give students a voice.
What's really cool, though, is that every spring now we are able to go over the dining plans and go over what is happening, and our students agreeing with it and able to revamp them and potentially change the dining plan.
To learn more about the new plan, visit thelantern.com.
More than 65 Ohio State sororities and fraternities came together for this year's annual Greek Week celebration. Take a look at some of the festivities.
I think Greek Week's really great to happen during spring semester. It kind of brings everyone back together after a really long year, and kind of gives everybody a chance to hang out, get to know some different people, and just have a good time.
That's all we have for you this week on Buckeye News Now.
Remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.